Okay, ICare, Introduction and Unboxing. ICare is a machine that flushes debris from the handpieces and lubricates them automatically. ICare comes in two different models, the C2 and the C3. The ICare C2 has 2 rotary ports and is recommended for offices using primarily air-driven high speeds. The ICare C3 has 3 rotary ports and is recommended for offices using primarily electric handpieces. For this demonstration, we'll be using the ICare C2. Let's begin. Inside the box, you'll find the operation manual with the quick start guide. Inside the plastic bag, you'll find a plastic bag with several important pieces. 1/4-inch air tube, chuck cleaning nozzle, O-ring set, test burr. It's also called a dummy burr for straight nose cones. Next, you'll find the ICare unit. Tucked away in the larger box is a smaller box with the remaining components. Maintenance oil for ICare with nozzle. Reorder using this part number. AC power cord. Oil absorbent sheet. Reorder using this part number. Mist filter set or sponges. Reorder using this part number. That covers everything inside the box. Now, let's move on to installing your ICare. Installation. Now, let's install your ICare lubrication machine. The first step is to locate the air valve. Then, connect the air line to the air valve in your practice. ICare is normally installed in the sterilization area to a 3/8-inch air valve. Use the 5mm or 1/4-inch air tube included in the package. You can use a proper adapter on that valve to make a secure connection with the tube using this part. For this demonstration, we use a pre-installed quick connect. Once you have the tube connected to the air valve, insert the opposite end of the tube into the air filter located at the back of your ICare. Check the connection with a slight push and pull. Next, open the air valve to check for any air leakage sounds. If the connection looks and sounds good, then roll up the tube and store the tube behind your ICare. Note: the optimum air pressure for this machine is 72 to 87 psi. The air should be clean and dry. Now it's time to connect the power cord. Insert the connector to the back of the ICare unit first, and then plug the power into a wall outlet. Test the power by switching the power on and then off. You should see lights on the display. Now, let's fill the oil tank with maintenance oil. Remove the sticker with priming instructions from the top of your ICare. Open the top cover and remove the cap on the oil tank. Insert the nozzle into the bottle and slowly pour the entire bottle into the tank. The oil tank capacity is larger than the amount of fluid you will be adding, so it will not overfill. Put the cap back on top of the tank and tighten by turning clockwise. Pro tip: 1 bottle of maintenance oil is enough for approximately 3,000 cycles of lubricating. When reordering, make sure to order the correct type of oil using the part number Z016130. Priming. Before operating, it's important to prime your ICare in order to circulate oil in the machine. You will only need to prime your ICare 1 time when it is first installed. Make sure the door is closed. Then turn the power switch on while pressing the chuck cleaning button. You will hear a beeping sound and see the oil air light turn on. This is normal. Next, open the front door. To prime the ports, hold a paper towel under each port and press the port activation button until you see oil begin to flow through the port. This will take a few seconds for each port. Once you see oil, release the button. Repeat this process for all 4 ports. Start with port number 1 and work to the right. For the next step, use this pro tip. To avoid spreading the oil into the chamber, cover all 4 ports with a paper towel and a rubber band. Close the front door. Turn the power switch off and turn it on again. Press each number button to activate all 4 ports. Press the start button. You should notice oil mist coming out of the machine during priming. This is normal. This mist only occurs during the priming process and does not happen during normal maintenance. When priming is complete, you will hear a beep and all the lights will turn off. Open the front door and remove the paper towels. Clean up the chamber and place new misting sponges and absorbent sheets. Your ICare is set up, primed, and ready to operate. Now let's go over the 4 buttons on the control panel. Port Select button. This button activates or deactivates the port by pressing it. When lubricating, only activate the ports where a handpiece is connected. Chuck Cleaning button. This button selects the chuck cleaning mode. When this is pressed, the other ports are automatically deactivated and the machine is ready for chuck cleaning process. Air Select button. This button selects the length of the air purging period in each lubrication cycle. There are 3 options. S is for high-speed air drivens only. M is for a combination of high and low-speed air drivens or a combination of air and electrics. This will be used most frequently. L is used only in rare cases where you notice some excess oil in handpieces after normal operation. Start button. Once everything is set up and ready to go, this button starts the lubrication process. Your ICare also has a display on the control panel. Power LED. This shows the power is on. Port LED. This illuminates when each port is activated. Note, this light will blink during the lubrication process and turns off when the lubrication cycle is completed. Oil Error LED. This light comes on when you are running low on oil. You still have enough for another 300 to 400 cycles, but it's time to reorder more oil. Door Error LED. This means the door is open while the start button is pressed, or you open the door during the maintenance operation. Air Pressure Error LED. This means supply air pressure is too low or too high. Air LED SML indicates air mode selected, short, medium, or long cycle. Chuck Cleaning LED. This LED comes on when the chuck cleaning is selected and will blink during the process of chuck cleaning. Operation. Now that your ICare is set up, it's time to lubricate your handpieces. For this demonstration, we will lubricate 4 handpieces. Z800L, high-speed air-driven with NSK backend. Panamax Plus, high-speed air-driven direct connect. Z95L, electric attachment. X65, straight nose cone. Open the front door. Adapters are available for all the major brands of high and low-speed air-drivens to work with your ICare. Here, we connect an NSK adapter to port number 1 and leave port number 2 for a non-coupler or a direct connect high speed. Always make sure connections are tight and secure. Port number 3 and 4 can be used for electric or air-driven E-type attachments. Be sure to remove the burr for high or low-speed handpieces. The only exception is the E-type straight nose cones. The dummy burr needs to be mounted on these handpieces so they can rotate while being lubricated. Connect Z900L to port number 1 with NSK adapter. Panamax attaches to port number 2 with no adapter just by tightening the screw. This is similar to connecting it into a 4-hole tubing. E-type attachments go into port number 3 and 4. Push to connect with a click sound. All handpieces should face forward toward the sponges on the door to catch the debris coming out of the heads. Please note, you can run ICare with 1, 2, 3, or all 4 ports connected to handpieces. It is not necessary to use all 4 ports every time you lubricate. However, the operation time will be shorter if you have fewer handpieces connected. The average operation time is about 40 to 50 seconds per handpiece, depending on the type of the handpiece and air purging cycle chosen. To start the lubrication process, close the door and activate only the ports which have a handpiece connected. In this case, we will select all 4 ports. Then press the Start button. This will start the lubricating and cleaning process. You will notice the port is working by the blinking light. ICare cleans 1 handpiece at a time. When lubrication of all connected and activated ports are complete, you will hear a long beep, and all lights will turn off. It is now safe to open the front door, take out the handpieces, and prepare for bagging and autoclaving. For E-type handpieces, press the lock button with one hand and pull the handpiece with the other. Unscrew the direct connect air-driven handpiece and use both hands to pull back the PTL adapter sleeve and pull out the high-speed coupler type handpiece. Cleaning the chuck is essential, especially for high-speed air or electric handpieces. This step prevents your burrs from getting stuck in the handpiece or your burr running out. To demonstrate chuck cleaning, we use port number 4 and this special chuck cleaning nozzle. With the ICare door open, insert the chuck cleaning nozzle into the port number 4 until it locks in with a click. Press the chuck cleaning button. Note, this automatically deactivates all other ports. Hold the handpiece so the tip of the nozzle is inserted into the burr insertion hole of the handpiece. It's important to hold the handpiece firmly as oil will be purged into it. Press the start button to begin the chuck cleaning process, which should only take 4 to 5 seconds. The light will blink during the lubricating process. When lubricating is complete, you will hear a short beep and the light will turn off. To remove the chuck cleaning nozzle, push the lock button and pull down the nozzle gently. You can store it in the top compartment for future use. Pro tip: it is recommended to leave the chuck cleaning nozzle in port number 4 to avoid risk of losing it or missing the chuck cleaning. It also keeps the cleaning process top of mind. It is recommended to perform chuck cleaning several times per week. However, main lubrication of the handpiece should be performed after each use and before autoclaving. Pro tip: it's not possible to over-lubricate with ICare. If you're not sure if a handpiece has been lubricated, go ahead and lubricate it. Purging air only. If you notice a little excess oil left in the handpiece, you can purge extra air through it to clear out the excess oil. Connect the handpiece to one of the ports. Close the door. Press the port button where the handpiece is connected and air button at the same time for a few seconds. Pressured air will purge any excess oil out of the handpiece. Open the door and remove the handpiece. Maintenance. To keep your ICare running smoothly, it's important to clean it frequently. We recommend weekly. To clean the main chamber, make sure the power cord is disconnected with the power button off. Then, simply clean inside the chamber using a paper towel and alcohol. Replace dirty and used sponges and absorbent sheets when they get dirty with debris. If you need to remove the front door, slide in the latch lever at the lower right corner of the door and pull out the door. To put the door back on, fit the installation hole and the pin on the left side first, and then lock in the door by pulling and releasing the latch on the right side. If you notice your O-rings are starting to wear out, then replace with the extra set of O-rings in the original packaging. If water accumulates inside the filter cup at the back of the unit, press the drain button at the bottom of the filter to empty the air filter. Check the filter regularly to make sure it's empty and dry. We recommend changing the air filter once per year to ensure smooth operation. Before changing the air filter, make sure the air valve is closed and empty the remaining air in the line by pushing the air release button. If you have any further questions, please visit our support site, nsktech-us.com.